A Robert Redford film. Guys.
Listen.
I mean, this is a beautiful car, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the lines. Like, this is back when there was uniqueness to vehicles, guys. The face shit looks absolutely appealing. I'm not a fan of chrome. I absolutely hate chrome, right? But I can only imagine, back in this day, I mean, it was shiny. It looked good, right?
That.
Oh, the shark bait has such teeth.
Oh my God, Mac the Knife. Whew. Okay, listen, so here's the thing. This is one of my favorite songs of all times. Like, of all times. It's like, there's not even, I'm not even sure there's anything even close to Frank Sinatra singing Mac the Knife, specifically when he collaborated with Quincy Jones, right? That mating, right, of absolute genius that happened musically when these two individuals got together to basically remake Mac the Knife in the early 90s, guys. Oh my God. Oh my, on the Duets album, go listen to that. That's mandatory. It's a mandatory encounter, all right? It's one of the most brilliant pieces of music, I'm telling you, ever created. The entirety of this collaborative album, where they had like all of like the absolute classic singers come in, and Frank Sinatra and Quincy Jones, and it just, oh my God, that's exciting. Mac the Knife.
Still hot on the right. Watch it.
No. Easily one of the best openings into a movie that has ever existed. I appreciate the experience that we're experiencing currently. No doubt. Okay. There are a couple of things that made this the best opening ever, but mainly it was Mac the Knife. I also like the vintage feel of the actual filming of this, guys.
Hey, there, those are the questions.
Like, it feels like I'm actually here.
The questions here.
Like walking.
21, starring Master of
Ah, so this absolutely gripped the nation. I can imagine, I guess.
Ceremonies,
Packard Bell, eh?
Jack Barry.
Minutes if the unstumpable Herbert Stemple can be stumped. Could I have the questions, please?
Okay, so he's the master of this, basically.
Thank you, gentlemen. Remember the questions on... Mr. Pelabay, a very cordial welcome to you, sir. How are you, Herb? How's everything in Queens?
Fine, Mr. Barry.
There's no way this man is 29 here. But all right.
It's a nervous strain in the family.
From Tired Blood, now that I've got her on Geritol.
That's fine. Graded on a
Tired Blood.
scale from 1
Personally
to...
vouch that it's a fine product.
I'm sure our sponsor will be pleased to know that, Herb. Now, to get on with the show.
I'd like to take this opportunity
Bro, stop talking.
to thank Geritol for...
It's a New York thing.
Queens is not New York.
What? Queen? You're right. I mean, technically Queens is New York. Okay, it is absolutely New York, right? But if you're referring to just exclusively Manhattan as New York, like most New Yorkers generally do, because anything outside of New York is basically Canada, doesn't matter, right? I get that. That's what he's doing here. He's being a common typical coastal elite, New York elitist. That's what... that's the reality of things occasionally, unfortunately, right? Most New Yorkers do not recognize a single thing outside of New York. Doesn't matter. It doesn't, right? But then you have the pinnacle of the absolute coastal elite living in Manhattan, right? Keep in mind, there are people on Long Island, right, that absolutely are equally coastal elites, but they are beneath, apparently, right, the Manhattanites. I get it. And that's what he's saying here. Queens is not New York. Bro. Okay.
Without a dragnet.
Eisenhower died.
What?
A drag.
Doran, I took your course at
Elizabeth, the pleasure's all mine.
It was a mare, Mr. Barry.
Yeah, a strong big bone there.
Oh, there you are.
How do you know that?
We're making our getaway, Charlie. If you want to ride.
What's the name?
Have you ever watched one of these quiz shows, Dad? The $64,000
Bro, stop talking.
21.
For 64,000.
Yeah, I would have 100% lost this money.
All right, Herb, take a deep breath and relax, will you? And we'll get back to the game after this word from our...
I need to brush up on this incident, guys. I haven't thought about this since probably a decade.
sponsor. Now, friends...
My father paid good money for this suit.
He wore it to his own funeral.
You make it sound like it was the suit that killed him.
I think the actress here is actually from Queens, based off of how she's speaking.
You want to know why Enright makes me wear that suit? Because it makes me look like a schmuck.
Yeah, well, stop acting like a schmuck.
Schmuck.
You don't get it, do you? I go out on the street and everybody knows me. Me, Herbster.
Okay, so to my knowledge, for those who are not from any of the 5 boroughs of New York, let me explain. I think what this means here. I think first of all, it's Yiddish, right? And to call someone that is basically to call someone the remaining bit of foreskin that is removed during circumcision. That's, to my knowledge, that's what that is, at least, right? That's schmuck is the remaining balance of the foreskin after you basically mutilated your boy child, right? But all right.
Simple. And they love me for the same reason they used to hate me. Because I'm the guy who knows everything.
You should worship the ground I walk on, what my family's done for you.
You want to be worshipped? Go to India and move.
Without my family, you'd be on that show in your
What?
underwear.
Things are going to change.
Ulysses S. Grant was virtually placed under arrest for a brief time early in 1862.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the commanding general of the Union Army at that time?
I think two different people, weren't they? George McClellan, and there was another one, Wager, Henry Wager, Halleck.
Oh, I know.
Who was Sebastian Cabot, and what country was he in the service of?
Bro, are you giving him what's happening here? What is this?
He was an explorer from Spain.
But I guess it's based off of whatever. That's definitely a trick question, though, right? And I think that's the overall issue here. It's definitely a trick question, because McClellan and Halleck were the same year, just different times.
General H.W. Halleck.
That's correct. Who was Sebastian Cabot?
And did he mention Ulysses S. Grant, like the criminal president? Bro, this man got arrested. Ulysses S. Grant is interesting because a funny story about him is that he got arrested for speeding in Washington, bro. Speeding in Washington.
Who was the commander in Constantinople?
Constantine I.
Charles Van Doren.
What explorer?
Charles Van Doren? Like Van Doren?
Bro, so wait. Are these quiz shows fake? I feel like they are now. Whatever I'm watching. Okay.
You want to be on tic-tac-toe?
Teal and orange.
Yes, sir.
Meriwether Lewis.
At Columbia.
$86 a week.
You have any idea how much Bozo the Clown makes?
Well, we can't all be Bozo the Clown.
No, not to question your choice.
Yeah, he's trying to offer you apparently a position in something. He's saying, like, listen, I see you're a hardworking man. You've done all these things, and yet you're still making this amount of money. Do you know how much someone that basically is on TV makes? That's what he's saying here, bro. And I don't like the fact that I'm finding out that quiz shows are fake, guys. I don't like that. I thought it was all based off of intelligence. But now, that's disappointing.
It's a profession, not at all. I'm questioning the values of a...
I don't follow you.
Just thinking out loud.
I thought the questions were in a bag fault.
In a way, they are.
You want to win, don't you?
Well, I think
Oh,
I'd really rather try
no.
to beat him honestly.
What's dishonest?
When Gregory Peck parachutes behind enemy...
Everything you're saying is dishonest. I'm telling you. Like, I did not know this. I used to watch Jeopardy, right? And I'm just like, oh, these are easy questions. Like, everything is just easy, bro. Right? Generally. And to now know that I never want to partake in anything like this because basically it's rigged. And yeah, the test questions are most likely questions that will end up popping up on the show, right? So the people who already tested, they already knew the answer. That is correct. Bro, nah. I never want to have anything to do with this going forward in terms of these shows. And again, I love Jeopardy.
Do you think that's really Gregory Peck?
That book that Eisenhower...
It just doesn't seem right.
It's not.
I'd have to say no.
It's not right. It's wrong.
Was that part of the test?
Yeah. That was part of the test. That was part of the test, bro.
Reservations for 9 o'clock.
Thanks. All right. Boys?
Hi, Jack.
Jack? Who's that?
Bro, either you're going to wear the jacket or you're not going to wear the jacket. Okay? It's not a cape. Don't wear it like a cape, sir. How dare you? That's weird. Right? Maybe was it like fashionable back in these times or something? But bro, either you're gonna wear it or you're not gonna wear it. That's it.
Harvard Law School.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm an idiot. I was first in my class at Harvard Law School.
There we go. What do you got?
43 seconds.
Not bad.
Railroad.
You know, you can always tell someone I went to Harvard. They'll tell you, always. All right, keep that in mind.
Regulation. Now that's
The damnedest thing. But you plateaued. Plateaued? What kind of word is that?
They're trying to replace you.
Oh, plateaued? Plateaued. Plateaued? It's like you. You mean people don't like me anymore? No.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
what.
you per se.
Yeah,
It's just, maybe I should get my teeth capped. Years ago, and I don't know it. Someone of your intellect, and it's such a simple question. Don't you see the drama of that? Drama?
and listen, it's actually plausible. I'll tell you this, and the reason why I'm saying this is, so like me, I've Asperger's, right? So I hyper focus on like random things in history, generally science, astronomy, things like this. I randomly hyper focus on like the most minute details of some of these things, and I can't forget them, right? But ask me something about Kim Kardashian, right? Or ask me something about a random movie or like a song that everyone seems to know. I don't know that. Trust me, okay? Please believe. When I started my music channel, when I started the reaction channel initially, it was exclusively music, and people were just confused and they were concerned. How could you have not heard my favorite song ever, bro? I don't know any of that. I grew up listening to music sung in Spanish, Frank Sinatra, and Biggie Smalls. Okay, that was. And I didn't move. I was completely immovable my entire existence. Right? That's it. That's just the reality of things. It is, in fact, plausible that he would not know some random award that happened over some relevancy.
Herb, don't do this to you.
Why aren't you dressed?
The child has to learn. The child has to learn the depths that humanity can sink to.
Tribes of the Iroquois League. Mohawks, Cayugas.
$4 from Manhattan. First the Indians, then us.
What's the...
I told you, bro. Like, it is absolutely abysmal about the selling of Manhattan.
Eating you.
You know why they call them Indians?
New York.
Because Columbus thought he was in India. They're Indians because some white guy got lost.
You're gonna give him your...
I mean, that feels like a trick also. Yes, yes, Native Americans were called Indians because I would say an Italian got lost because the Italians or the Spanish were considered they weren't white at that time, right? Whiteness was basically given to them in the in the early times of America, let's say, right? But it definitely were not considered white. Columbus was not considered Anglo-Saxon at all, at all.
Also, let him grow up.
Yes, he's my father.
He is your father.
Yes, both he and my uncle Carl have won the Pulitzer Prize, and Dorothy Van Doren, the author of the recent The Country Wife, is...
Bro, didn't he? Wait a second. This guy here looks super familiar. Didn't he play one of the Mustache Man's people, bro? In a random movie, not a random movie, another movie that we've seen. I think he was like a bad German guy or something like that.
my mother.
Which motion picture won the Academy Award for 1955?
Jeez, what an easy question.
Academy Award for 1955. You lose 3 points. You go back down to 15. Better luck in the next round. And now for you.
Like, so does he have to lose everything or just that one question?
Professor, the category is 11 points will bring you to 21, and you will be our new champion. Because of a disagreement with his commanding general, Ulysses S. Grant was virtually placed under arrest for a brief time early in 1862.
Oh, come on, bro.
Who was the commanding general of the Union Army at that time?
Yeah, now you realize what's happening, right?
Do you know the name?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes, I know his name. Halleck, General H.W. Halleck.
You are our new champion.
I'm amazed at the facts these guys have at their fingertips.
Tough questions tonight.
Yeah.
Bro, don't worry. They're gonna find someone that's more interesting than you, I'm sure, and replace you also.
Not really. Well,
Once you get close to the golden number of $100,000.
you were fantastic.
I think this may turn into some type of moral issue.
My God.
Kind of forecasting. Like, he seems extremely principled. It seems like this is not going to work out or turn out very well at all for the show. And also the guy who just basically threw the match for the most part, he's not happy neither. I'm not sure that this is going to work out well for this show.
$1,000. Which is
Guys, this is an absolutely amazing period piece. I love the fact that everything looks so natural, right? There is definitely some like visual noise that's happening in the scene itself, but I mean, I guess it's just indicative of just early film cameras, right? So it definitely fits beautifully. Also love the fact that we're not being just consistently bombarded by similar color palettes such as beef and broccoli or teal and orange, right? Like, we're not being bombarded consistently. Now, is teal and orange here and present? Yes, right? But it's subtle. It's not just the main focal point of the actual image, guys. I think this turned out very well. Very well.
Area. You gave your money to a bookie who skipped town? I want what I have coming, Dad. I have to get back on television.
I thought you were smarter than this, bro.
Herb, I'm gonna him up. The fix is in this week on 21. When's my next appointment?
The cover of Time. His mugshot will be on the cover of Time.
I'll believe him. This isn't over. He's going to go hard. Well deserved.
You guys know there was a grand jury in New York on the quiz shows?
Jim Lemon can't even hit the cutoff, man. This guy throws a 300-foot strike with an onion.
Did they come up with anything?
Hey, pay attention.
That's a no.
We're gonna put television on trial. Television. Everybody in the country will know about it.
Do it. Do it right now.
There's something there.
There is. There is.
Mr. Chairman, I'll find it.
Seal this presentment to protect the reputations of those unfairly implicated by a certain mentally unstable finger pointer. That interest, along with important issues of federalism, dictate that I reject your committee's request at this time.
Mr. Enright's office.
Let me guess, the judge?
It's Judge Schweitzer.
So tell us about the book you're working on.
Well, it's called Lincoln's Commando, and I hope people will find it as interesting as I do.
How do you think Honest Abe would do on a quiz show?
Honest
Abe?
Yeah.
Well, I think you do very well. And, of course, on a show like this, he'd be wonderful.
I'm sure he would.
I bet. I bet anyone would be wonderful.
Suspect. Anything at all.
You mean besides its popularity?
What I'm hoping is you might be able to give me some kind of roadmap here. I feel like we speak the same language.
You don't.
Of course, anything I can...
I think you once did, right? But he is now absolutely morally corrupt. He is. He loves the fame.
Do to help.
Oh,
Why would you want that?
I'm sorry. I'm in your class on the road.
6 months. Seemed like a good way to postpone the inevitable.
Postpone the inevitable. Is there a spot for me?
I mean, Wall Street.
That is a terrible looking Reuben sandwich. Never mind. Why would you come from Washington, D.C. to go to New York and get a bad Reuben sandwich? Where are you eating at? All right, go to Katz. Get out of here. This is bad. I don't care if everyone's wearing suits and they're dressed up and things. Go get yourself a real Reuben. Go to Katz Deli.
So, now what do you want to do that for, Professor? Charlie, you doing the right thing. Really.
No.
Everybody's making money.
Well, what if you just gave me the questions and I could look up the answers on my own? I mean, don't you think that'd be, well, be less egregious?
No, it's still egregious. Altogether.
Only in the balcony.
That's what you're saying.
Listen to me. Don't make necessarily the mistakes that I might have made in life. Think about your career. You nail Van Doren, it'll be bigger than Sputnik. It'll be like a big blonde Sputnik crashing right down on his friggin' head.
This isn't going how I thought it was going to go.
Dolly? Hi, Dick. Good one. I hope you don't mind the English... What?
Oh, she heard that all right.
Wow.
Some rise by sin, and some by virtue fall.
Pay attention to the father. The father is a real one, okay? All right? I like the father a whole lot. Absolutely. I think he understands kind of what's going on without knowing what's actually going on here.
Measure for measure. You should see the letters I get. Kids are excited about books and learning, general knowledge.
I mean, that is something that's at least valuable that came from this farce.
Dan Enright had a lot to do with that.
Yeah. After the loss, Herb came to visit me in an agitated, well, I suppose the clinical term would be, what? A guy's nuts. Manic. Manic
Really?
frame of mind. And I took the
I cannot wait until he takes you down.
precaution of tape recording that meeting. Al, tape.
Wow.
To Van Doren. Television is like a monkey on his back, and we're not talking about someone who is necessarily stable to begin with. No.
Go here. I'll get your... Oh, no.
So you paid for his psychoanalysis.
I felt responsible. Yeah, you too. A symptom of his Van Doren fixation.
The thing of it is, I looked it up. It's true.
What?
We can check it.
What? Huh?
Herbie, I want to go home.
I took you to dinner, didn't I?
See, all of the things you did.
Just hold your horses.
This is ridiculous.
I didn't preen myself on the cover of Time magazine with a face full of phony humility.
Good night, Herb.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Toby.
Whoa.
Where do you think you're going without
Oh,
me?
never told me.
They fed me. I'm sure I must have mentioned
It's
it.
not a thing you mentioned. What else did you do that you didn't mention?
Enright
Oh,
right on
no.
He said, how'd you like to make $25,000?
Oh, no. I don't like that. Okay. So it's kind of like someone buying narcotics from someone on the street and then getting robbed and then calling the police. It's kind of like that.
You better watch out, Fred. Dick's one of the brightest young lawyers down in Washington.
Yeah, I think he believes him now.
Great. All my money already goes to Washington.
That's right. You and me both, pal.
Taxes. It's nothing but organized theft.
Absolutely.
Property.
What?
Property, darling.
The truth has its price.
Ah, everything has its price.
So where'd you prep, Dick?
Message.
Dick's up here on a witch hunt. He thinks
Silly. You're always welcome, Charlie. Sometimes it's hard sleeping in the city.
Hope you don't mind. I took the rest of the cake.
You look like it.
It actually took me a very long time to be able to sleep, like not hearing like constant movement. Right? It's like I remember leaving New York and like I needed white noise, like city sounds, right, in order to sleep. Like without it, no chance. Now I'm not sure I could probably sleep in the city, bro.
You could use it.
Under a little strain lately.
That's the way it
Took me
always is
years.
when you're finishing a book.
Oh, no, actually. It's...
But your mother always said you were the actor in the family, Charlie.
The actor?
As long as it doesn't interfere with your teaching, why not?
Somebody said actor?
Huh? Wow.
Tell him.
Something on your mind?
Oh, yeah. A lot, actually.
I can't think of anything that'll make me feel that happy again.
Telling the truth?
Not till you have a son.
Yeah, that's valuable. Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Your son. It's the son. Absolutely. All right. I like my daughter, too. Well, I love my daughter, obviously, right? But I don't know. It's different, right? It's just different. I still want the best for every single one of my kids. No. There's no joking here, right? But yeah, it's his son, because the son is like you, but young. And almost stronger than his mother, physically. How is that either way?
That would be our most difficult goes.
I was just looking at a kinescope, your appearance on 21. I noticed... Sawgrass?
Bro, he's about to break the case open, yes? Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it.
Yeah. What is it?
Oh, no. That's what we've been waiting for. Exactly what we've been waiting for.
Excuse me, not you. Your name is Goldwyn?
Goodwin.
Yes, please have a seat, Mr. Goldwyn. Goodwin. I'll see if he's available. Yes, that's...
Bro, his name is not that hard to remember. It seems like everyone messes it up.
Red, long stem.
Acrostics fan. She has a bachelor's degree from Queens
College, New York, and an
Okay.
MA and LLB from Columbia.
Okay.
She and her
Okay.
husband Victor are lawyers in New York.
Quite a bean inside that pretty head, huh?
She's terrifying.
What? Now call him pretty.
Right, I think you both know how to play the game. Don't forget to put your earphones on. The very
Wow.
best of luck to both of you. Let's
You
play
know-
21.
Quite a bean inside. That's such a ridiculous statement to make, bro.
Some of the most important nicknames that the Air Force gave to these planes.
I don't even know, bro.
Much harder than the question they asked that woman, and hers was 10 points.
I'll take 5. 5 points.
All right.
Royalty.
Name the kings of the following countries.
Okay.
Norway, Sweden, Belgium, and Iraq.
Could I take the third part last?
Like us, obviously, currently, in the 50s, no chance.
Certainly. Take as much
I
time as
don't
you
know.
need, Charlie. You have a lot writing.
God, what got into you?
It's just too nerve-wracking.
What?
I remember that's his great
Okay, he's not used to suspense, obviously.
uncle and then
He's new to TV. I get that.
wonderful book, The 7 Pillars of Wisdom.
Is Garraway here?
Professor, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask for your answer.
Leopold.
No. No, I'm sorry, Charlie. The answer is Baudouin. King Baudouin.
Someone will call if he loses, won't they?
I'm sure.
Oh, no.
Changing of the
They're like, oh, no, a woman won.
guard, as it were. You take home
Here on the dotted line.
Charlie, walk away.
Oh, well, there we go.
Mr. Garraway, leave is nearing. You know Al Friedman.
Yes, we met.
We're going to go ahead and guess that she's not going to make the next one.
Double take.
He did a double take.
Yeah.
And who told you this? Is this Herb again?
I'd say that's pretty goddamn concrete, wouldn't you?
Oh. Oh.
There it is.
There you go.
I wasn't in there, was I?
Gotcha.
I got a sneaking suspicion you're not going through that door anyway.
Yeah.
Television's my life, Dick.
It's over. Why don't you go talk to your family?
Well played.
I just had a thought. Would you be interested in your own panel show? Seriously.
I want nothing to do with you. Yeah. Trying to make everyone else seem like they're crazy. We know the truth as the viewers, obviously.
You can understand that. Look, I feel like I've been holding my breath for 14 weeks. Why? What did you think it was?
Oh, we know what it was.
To be on some rigged quiz show, instant fame, the works. Would you do it?
No.
Of course not.
No, throw the whole thing in, the cover of Time. Dave Garraway, $50,000 a year to read poetry on television. Would you do it?
Wait.
No.
And I would.
There you go. He gave you your answer.
Listen to me. When Enright realizes that he's all alone up there and they're gonna cut him loose, he will implicate NBC and Geritol like that. Then believe me, you're gonna see something.
I know what you're
Okay,
gonna
we'll
accomplish.
see.
I just
A
don't.
promotion. He's going to accomplish a promotion. Does this even benefit him any longer? Ooh, not really. It doesn't. I think it just makes you look terrible publicly.
You want to know what? 9 points.
So it was all choreographed.
How to bite my lip,
Yeah, sounds like it.
how to mop my brow. He told me specifically.
With your permission, we might at this point view a
Bro, he's kind of grandstanding right now.
portion of the program 21.
Whenever you're ready.
Fire.
I'll try it.
Okay, he's likable. He's likable. I understand why they targeted him.
Yeah. Look, look at him. You see with the brow? Patting? Not smearing.
Mr. Stemple, have you ever received any psychiatric treatment of any kind?
Oh.
What?
Big fixation on Mr. Van Dorn.
If a man proves...
Oh, this is what happens with big business, guys. So all of these guys are most likely in the pockets of NBC. So obviously their responses are going to be like, yeah, I don't care. Let's put it on you.
Certain things just a shut...
Well, look, I haven't been subpoenaed. I can't think of anything that would sound guiltier than a man who hasn't been accused of anything protesting his innocence.
Ooh, fact.
Charlie.
That's reality.
Speculation in our society is a way of...
The man has to be dragged from the spotlight with his teeth marks still on it.
Yeah, well, nobody forced Charles Van Doren to go in front of 50 million people either.
Sandra, this is not McCarthyism. We are not here to expose for the sake of exposure.
This is...
Oh, let me guess. See, you became his friend and you're trying to do everything humanly possible to not implicate him, but unfortunately, he's implicated, bro. He's off the deep end here.
Not the point.
No, that is the point. That.
Imagine if they could watch you.
You're a bright young kid with a bright future. Watch yourself out there.
Whoa.
I turned in my clubs after.
Yeah, that makes...
You weren't too good when you were on the league.
Oh, that's good.
I can't wait to get you out there again. Stuck in that sand. Very seriously, Congressman.
Well, we immediately commenced our own internal investigation
To ferret out this corruption wherever it may exist.
Bro, do not allow anyone to investigate themselves. Rule number 1. I don't care who it is. All right? There always needs to be some type of outside, non-biased influence. Cause it has to be. It has to.
Somebody brought the article in Time magazine to your attention.
I was in Europe with Dan Enright.
Dan Enright was more in the nature of an independent contractor.
Do you remember
They're all throwing him under the bus, bro.
what you thought when you found out?
Something's going on. The press conference?
Van Doren's made a statement.
Advised him at no time was he supplied with any questions or any answers.
Oh, well, now you gotta come. See? I mean, I get it. You know, the president basically forced you to do this. Have we been good to you? I get it, right? But, yeah, now we have to have a conversation.
A chance is what I'm giving you.
All right, so the person who I thought that was going to break the case, it wasn't him. It's definitely going to be him. Oh, yeah. Credibility is what matters here, in this instance at least, guys.
Don Quixote is life. Charlie, is how this keeps distracting you from your teaching. This and that program in the morning.
Bro, put this together. Put it together.
No, you insist that it doesn't.
Dad, I can't simply just tell them the truth.
Uh-oh.
Can't tell them the truth. Why on earth not?
It's complicated.
Tell him.
Complicated?
Put it together.
Yeah, I can.
All you have to do...
The problem is, Dad, it seems I was one of those frauds.
What?
Oh, no. Sit down. Take a seat.
What do you mean?
I would be highly disappointed in my son. I'm telling you. Like, and I might be talking, like, you're going to have to at least give me, you got to at least give me 5 hours, bro. All right? I'll forgive you in roughly 5 hours. You're my son. I'll never turn my back on you under no circumstance. Right? But just understand, give me 5 hours and just get out of my face. I don't want to see you. I don't want to talk to you. 5 hours. Come back in 5 hours, 10 minutes. But just so I can make sure you're fine. All these other things, right? But just the level of disappointment in the father's, being, his core being is absolutely heartbreaking.
Charlie, you took the money.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I took the money.
Is that what this was about?
No. No, I don't know.
Yeah, and a little bit of fame.
It was a goddamn quiz show, Charlie.
An ill-favored thing, sir.
This is not the time to play games.
Not mine own. It was mine.
Your name is mine.
Yep. Oh my. You just messed up. Oh no. Oh no. Now the Pulitzer Prize winner that has a son who cheats on game show. Oh no. That's his legacy, bro. You ruined your family's name. Oh, that's rough. That's okay. 7 hours. 7 hours. We'll figure it out after that. But don't talk to me for 7 hours. Oh no. We're gonna make it work.
I've flown too high on borrowed wings. Everything came too easy. That is why I am here today.
I've flown too high on borrowed wings. Bro, you can definitely tell this man is like a literary genius. All right, I just want to go ahead and point out his speech just basically embodies, many people that honestly are either famous or they're on TV, or they generally have the ability to kind of garnish, a good amount of attention. The concept of imposter syndrome is basically, all over that entire thing. I've flown too high on borrowed wings. My father, those are basically the wings that he borrowed. He borrowed his name, right? An extremely deep, beautifully written piece here, guys.
I'm happy that you made the statement, but I cannot agree with most of my colleagues. See, I don't think an adult of your intelligence ought to be commended for simply, at long last, telling the truth.
And that's excessively valid also, right? I mean, listen, beautifully written, absolutely, but does it completely, absolve you? No. And those claps, all those claps that just went on here, that's the American population. Those are the viewers.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get television.
You're not.
The truth is, television is gonna get us.
Yep.
And you obviously don't think you did.
And TikTok. Television, the Gen Z and TikTok are going to ruin the world.
Anything wrong.
Yes, we did one thing wrong. And the public is entertained. So who gets hurt?
Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky.
It's like your business.
Give the public what they want.
A need for... It's entertainment.
Right.
We're not exactly hard...
Okay. All right, let's have this conversation. Okay. He never taught again.